Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of this Astragoth campaign, and of course the Golden Order has failed to get my ambushes, so that's good. That's precisely what I wanted, to get rid of some of their armies before advancing to their cities. So this should be easy. There's some demigryph halberds there, some luminarchs, but on an ambush this should be much easier. Even with just a hobgoblin army it should be fine to kill them. Let's go. So, here we are deployed for the ambush. My cannons are way back, so they'll never reach them. And my hobgoblins are deployed here, next to my legendary hero. And overall, they're just gonna swarm the enemy infantry. They're already starting with their missile attack, the daggers that they sent. And I still have my caster here to support. On this side, the cavalry units, mainly the missile cavalry units, still do a good job, and we also have my other cavalry units on the rear of the enemy. They're gonna hit their artillery, which basically is these luminarchs and the steam tank. The steam tank, I can disregard it for quite some time. It doesn't cause as much damage. Then there's pistoliers, war wagons, and this is the key problem. The demigryphs with halberds and even the Reichsguard here, or the Empire Knights, those are difficult. Some missile troops, but not to worry. Some dwarfs, who came to die as well this day. And tons of infantry, which shouldn't cause too much trouble. But let's see what happens. So, the battle plan. These cavalry units, they're going to attack the luminarchs of Hish. These missile cavalry units are going to hit the pistoliers and those war wagons. So the overseer is going to be sent against the demigryph halberds as well as the caster heroes. So basically tons of debuffs should do the work, hopefully. Infantry units, of course, will just attack, and with some coverage from the fire there, and of course from the artillery units. The artillery unit, I think it's going to hit the handgunners and the crossbowmen or any target that I find convenient. Of course, Gorgeous is going to hit the general, and that's the plan. That's how it all is going to work out. So let's watch this from the Empire's point of view. Ready, trying to cast as much as I can to have these abilities all said and done. That's the main idea for the deployment phase right after, especially these ambush battles. And just to showcase, there's so much debuffing going on. Look at that, they have hardly any melee attack or melee defense or any other values, which is great. That just means they are useless for the time being. And my hobos are valiantly fighting, with Gordos leading the charge against the Lord. Overall a good fight. Let's watch how my cavalry actually can deal with the enemy cavalry here. I just summoned this unit of Kadai Fireborn to get rid of the siege tank actually, or at least to cause some damage to it. And in the meantime, all of that fire, all of that high damage is doing great for us because most of the enemy is fleeing. Let me show you. Yep. And these halberds, well, they're definitely gonna run as soon as their leadership goes away. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice victory. All that is left is this siege tank. The Emperor's Wrath. Yeah, doesn't seem so wrathful. Oh! Did he hit one of my hobgoblins? Yeah. Yeah, my sorcerer was just breathing some fire on it, but it didn't do a lot of damage. It's fine. Spirit Leech might do a little bit better. It's more of a combination. I'm not using everything, you know. I'm actually using everything, sorry, I'm not using just one thing. So yeah, that was a nice ambush. It shouldn't cause too much trouble. lots of bodies. Yeah, that was good. That was a nice battle. And that's the outcome of that battle. That was good. That was a nice battle. I didn't lose anything really important. I'll get replenishment and fully replenished so we can continue. So that's exactly what we want. No casualties or just negligible ones. Let's go. Alright, so I'm having to face Balthazar Gelt here in Averheim. Already moved towards Woodsbat and conquered it. So that was a very easy auto-resolve, not a lot of garrison troops in it or anything. So right now I want to do what the player really hates, which is to siege them and then defeat the armies outside. I could even auto-resolve this one. Yeah, and not lose too much. But, oh, I have to remember about taking off this Hobgoblin standard there. So, yeah, maybe I want to build... Maybe I want to attack it. I don't know. And overall... Oh, lots of enemies killed. And now let's attack... Oh, there's another army there. I'll have to check what it is. And just an auto-resolve. Let's replenish the army. Oh, lots of halberds and greatswords, but no artillery whatsoever, which is good. So let me just encamp, and now let me see the outcome here, because I have 3 armies. Oh, it's a decisive victory really easily. I don't lose anything, and I don't lose anything. Yeah, let's just auto-resolve it, I think. So, that's the end over there of the Golden Order. If I would fight, of course I would just merge the artillery units onto one army, and then deal with that. There we go. Let me just assign the skill points here. Overall, I prioritize blue and red line always, and then only in the end the yellow line. Oh, he gets another one. What do I need? Melee attack actually has better melee defense. That's interesting. Yeah, let's go with the missile resistance and spell resistance for this guy. Yeah, why not? And I kind of want to go for the upkeep cost reduction. So let's go income. Yeah. Income from raiding and raising, that's cool. Even though I'm not one to raise settlements too much, I like to conquer and keep conquering. But it's good to have options. So let's go with the cooldown and the Winds of Magic. Yep. Okay, so perfect vigor, unbreakable, that's cool and all, but I really want the casualty replenishment rate. Yeah, and the vigor loss, it also helps overall. Training. What I want, maybe survivalist? Oh, let's get missile resistant and survivalist. Yeah, there we go. So overall, the Golden Order doesn't seem to have too much to defend. Maybe this is the only army they have now against 4 of mine. That's not odds that anyone would like. I can keep that one actually. Let's go for this and some defenses, I guess. Yeah, I now have the gold. Overall, this is a mission so that I can get some points. So let me see if I can attack him. He also has some regiments of renown, so that's cool. Okay, I think he retreats way too far for me to pursue. Yeah, I have even no movements. So yeah. But this army is really powerful. Yeah, let's move this guy over to the front. And overall, all that I have is these two armies. This is not really an army, it's just an amalgamation of forces, honestly. It doesn't have exactly a balanced force there, it's just whatever I could recruit at the time. But it works, especially as a support army. It's good, because it has lots of cavalry and artillery. So, what do you want? Oh, definitely. Definitely. Reforge is for the regeneration. No, I want the Strider. The Vanguard deployment for artillery doesn't really do much, but it's still better than nothing to have. And I want to give this army, I can't remember what, I have a spreadsheet here. I actually have a, some images. Let me just double check to see what I should give to Thrumbas. What do I want? I think it's to give the Dreadquake mortars, and that's it. And I can keep the other ones, yeah. And then I'll give the Hell Cannon to the other guy. Yeah, that seems cool. So I really want the Dreadquake mortars there. The Death Shrieker seems fine. The Hell Cannon goes down. Maybe the Great Taurus? Well, I kind of like that one more than the Orc Laborers, to be sure. Maybe I could give them Labasso. Oh, there's no. There's already 20 there. Okay. This seems to be fine. Yeah, it seems to be fine. And that would be the army, honestly. Maybe later on I'll just give one infantry unit for that Great Taurus. Yeah, that's the idea. So, we're gonna fight against the Vampire Counts here, aren't we? Let me see the army. There's a lot of... Oh, and I need to move this army close. There we go. Okay, also not because... That one is way too expensive per turn. And I really need to save on expenses here. So yeah, I'll have to confederate soon to get all that territory. But for now, yeah, I think I'm gonna fight it out. That'll be the battle, the second battle for this episode, and the end of that episode, definitely. Yeah, lots of Blood Knights. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's fight it out. Good terrain too. Cool. So, here's an overview. Basically my artillery units, those Dreadquakes, they're going to do some damage. We also have our flying units, and of course, overall, the Chaos Dwarf elite army here. There's going to be some reinforcements on that side. As per the enemy, very lengthy line of Blood Knights, Dire Wolves, even more Blood Knights. These are the terrifying units. They can cause some damage and harm if I'm not careful. And then a ton of chaff, as typically mentioned. Lots of zombies, lots of skeleton warriors, with some Vargeists over there. You can see them flying. And also this Lord here. I'm already bombarding them, but I'll give you a chance to watch that later. So there's some Grave Guards here, which with great weapons or shielded units. And yeah, even more Grave Guards. You can see so much infantry, really. And some Dire Wolves and Black Knights, and even more Blood Knights on this flank. It's a very lengthy line for the AI. So the battle plan, I have a good line. The reinforcements will show up to make a secondary line. And overall, I want my missile troops to be very well protected, especially the artillery, who will do a ton of damage. Overall, the main issue are those Blood Knights who can envelop, so nothing really at the front is going to cause me any harm, especially if he advances the flyers too much. And my Lord is going to take care of his Lord. Let's go. Boom! Yep, that's the Dreadquakes for you. They seem completely overpowered, by the way. And it's sad that the AI is actually not skipping them. That it's not avoiding them, which is weird. Typically it should. And especially the Dreadquakes it should. But, well, that's only better for me. There you go. I can't even show you all the hits. But overall the effect is really nice. They're getting thwarted. They're getting casualties everywhere, and you can see that now. A little bit more with the red, all the red missing. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see a few more shots. He can heal them all he wants, but he cannot out-heal Dreadquake mortars, that's for sure. And overall, because he's advancing so slow, it's just giving me the chance to do even more damage. Yeah, it's such a nice sight. There we go. I'm gonna try to hit those Vargeist as well with the anti-large artillery, but overall it's already good damage. Now the Vargeists are trying to approach, but yeah, it's not gonna work. Not with so many missile troops positioned as I have. No, they can barely reach the front lines. So the lack of coordination from the AI is kind of an issue, as you can see here, because they do have quite a good army, but they're not coordinating it enough to do damage. They fall almost instantly. And let's just showcase missile superiority once more. Yeah, as you can see, they're getting completely murdered. And now this flank has arrived, the second army has arrived, and the Blood Knights are going to start being hit by my artillery, which is great. This basically means that most of the good units of the AI are not going to make it. And I've even added these summons on top of Blood Knights, which, I mean, they are anti-large, the Blood Knights, so they'll get rid of them very fast. But still, it's well used. It's a good matchup because it just keeps their units away, and I have a little bit more time to devote to those. In the meantime, we're raining fire everywhere. And let's just watch this charge from the enemy and counter-charge from me. Yeah, I got the charge. He does get a little bit there, but still. They're also taking some debuffs, which is great, which means that they won't cause as much damage. And the infantry has collided with my troops, but it's too late. It's an uncoordinated attack by the AI, so... Nothing even hits on this flank. As when they try to approach, they just get swarmed. And soon, rather than later, they are already disintegrating, which is great. That's exactly what we want. Without too many losses, this battle is over. Yep. And now it's just the enemy lord, if not mistaken, and he'll be gone soon. Victory. That was a nice victory. That's cool. And I didn't lose anything. He lost a lot, of course, everything, but those Blood Knights, that's the good part. So overall, do I want as an outpost or factory? Yes, outpost. Yeah, let's get for an outpost here with income. I really want that income. Oh, nothing really interesting here, so even this army can deal with them. So let me just ensure that they are prepared for it. Yeah, I need to make this army another army with the hobgoblins and goblins, you know, units. The hobgoblin units, sorry, not goblin units, hobgoblins. Okay, so Fetibuna, yeah, let's just get some magical reserves. And overall, I want Temple Guardian and Bulgor. Yeah, that's cool. And you, let's get the Hellforge Ordnance. Yep. And it's not this one, it's this one. There we go. Yeah, why not? That seems a good idea, just keeping them true. And a Hellhammer, oh yeah, that's for sure. Okay, nothing really too important here, so I think I can get rid of the vampire counts very easily. You know, of Ghost's army. Yeah, I think that's going to be very, very easy. Okay, let me check the inefficiency here. Oh, there we go. I need 300, so that's cool. Let's just grab whatever I can. And there we go. Accept. And overall, I should get rid of the dwarfs, but I really wanted to go against the Golden Order here. And overall, I have to make a case of trying to finally confederate. It's been a while and I can do it, definitely. So I'll have to double check. But I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.